Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Sorry, this editorial I'm podcasting it rather than recording this, rather than making a video. The reason is because I'm in the ICU with my mother. I'm nursing my mother, and therefore I'm not able to record this, but as in video record this. But all the same, I am recording this, and I felt it was very necessary, and I felt duty bound to speak on the subject that I'm going to speak today. And I wanted to speak about it, and I wanted to present that in front of you. And therefore, I decided podcast to podcast, let us speak on the subject. Okay, now the subject that I want to talk about is, of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's speech yesterday, where he said that he has administered 100 crore of vaccination in India, and all of them free for the people of India. There was a lot of celebration, there was a lot of kudos, there was a lot of jubilation for that, and that's something that I want to talk about. So let's get right into the show as usual. Okay, so let's start with what the Prime Minister said. The Prime Minister said that he was very proud that he could administer 100 crores of vaccination. He and his team, obviously, could administer 100 crores of vaccination in India. And according to him, all of it was free. He said, "Bhai, I gave it free." Now, I have a couple of questions to our Honorable Prime Minister. Question number one is, you see, me and my family, we paid 750 rupees per vaccine. Okay, we paid 750 rupees per vaccine because when we were going out hunting for vaccination, there was no vaccination available. Number one. Number two is, even 750 rupees, we had to stand in long queues. But that being said, for us, it was saving it was saving my family's life and the lives of my dear ones. So I spent that money to ensure that I take care of my family. And unfortunately, I didn't find free. Most of the friends, my relatives that I spoke about, I don't know of anybody who has actually got vaccinations free. But that being said, I do understand some people do. A lot of people got it free. But whether that number is 100 crores or not, well, that's a question. But since the Prime Minister says, chalo, it is 100 crores, it is 100 crores. That is actually not my question. My question is, you see, what is the definition of free? Free money, what I understand, is when somebody gives you something, goods or services, without anything in return. Not taking cash or services or goods from you in return. He or she gives you something to you without any cost or any return services. This is what I understand as free. Now, I can understand the Prime Minister of India telling this nation that I gave you 100 crores of vaccination free. I understand that. You know, I could understand that if this 100 crores of vaccination was paid off by Bharatiya Janata Party from their bank account. They paid for this 100 crores, so it was free for the nation. I can understand if Prime Minister himself from his bank account somewhere could have paid this money, this 100 crores, money for the 100 crores vaccination. I can understand. If the Prime Minister from his famous Prime Minister Care funds, he had given up this money and said that, listen, you know, this is for the people of the country. I collected it from all the people and all the so-called patrons of mine, and here the money for the vaccination, and so that the people do not have to pay. I can understand if he comes out and says, I have delivered it free. But here, the way I understand it, that's not the case. That's not the case. What has really happened here is, and in fact, his own ministers have said that they have taxed people, and the money that they collected as taxes is what they took and they gave for vaccination. So how can you take from one pocket of mine and put it in the other pocket and say that I have gifted you money? Arey, ye kya baat hui yaar? How is it free? How is it free? I have paid for it. Every Indian citizen has paid for it. Every Indian citizen pays taxes, by the way. Let me tell you that. Okay, maybe only 2 or 3% pays direct taxes, but every Indian citizen pays taxes, whether it is GST or whether it is whatever taxes that he or she has to pay. So the fact remains that this money has come from our pockets. So nothing, to my mind, is free here. Okay, this is my point number 2. My point number 3. You see, what are we talking about? What free are we talking about? The government was once upon a time supposed to secure this vaccination for 125 rupees per vaccination. Later on, it changed to 225 rupees. It was 215 and 225. Let's take 225 as our benchmark. 225 rupees per vaccination, 100 crore vaccination makes it 22,500 crores of rupees. 22,500 crores of rupees is what the Prime Minister claims to have spent for the lives of the people, the citizen of India, and that to their own money. 22,500 crores. Let me put this 22,500 crores into perspective. 22,500 crores is double of 11,000 crores, which is what Mehul Choksi and Nirav Modi has fleeced from India, from banks and ran off, and they are still at large. None of them have been brought back to justice. So this is what 22,000 crores is. 22,000 crores is, if you calculate 13,000 crores as Central Vista project cost, then 22,000 crores is just about double of it. That's what 22,000 crores is. Central Vista for the MPs and MLAs, and 22,000 crores for 100 crores of people, according to what he says. 100 crores of vaccination for the people of India. That's what 22,000 crores is. 22,000 crores. I'm actually quoting a news article from News 18 where 8,400 crores were spent for dual planes, 2 twin planes for the VVIPs, which I presume is the Prime Minister and the President of India. 8,400 crores. So 8,400 crores is 1/3 of 22,500 crores. 22,500 crores, I repeat, is the cost that he would have spent to save 100 crore lives. Actually, not even to save 100 crore lives, because you require 2 vaccination according to the vaccine companies. So possibly, to save 50 crore lives, if that's a rough calculation that you can do, which is also not correct. I will come to the calculation part of it. So 22,000 crores for a country which is talking about being a 5 trillion economy and which is currently around 2.5 trillion economy. You think that's I don't know, what are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? My point number 3 is, you see, we are talking about spending 22,000 crores and we are talking about this money being spent on vaccination. Now, technically speaking, what are we so proud about? Okay, what are we so proud about? What are we celebrating? Okay, 100 crores vaccination. You see, India has got a population of 130 crore people. We have a population of 130 crore people. So what happens is, we are a big ship. We are a big ship. When you compare one big ship, you compare that big ship to another big ship. When you talk about INS Vikrant, you compare INS Vikrant with INS Virat. You don't compare INS Vikrant to a small U-boat and say, "Dekho mera ship kitna bada hai." You see, India is a big ship. We are 130 crore people. Number 1. Number 2, India is a country which is the largest manufacturer of vaccinations in the world. Why? Because we require that kind of vaccination. We are a huge population. Who can we compare ourselves with? We can compare ourselves with only one country in this world, and that country is China. Now, compared to China, if you just look at, according to a data which was published in Times of India, if you compare China to India, China has around 104.8 crore population fully vaccinated, which means delivered 2 vaccinations. 2 vaccinations. 104.8 crore of people have received 2 vaccinations. India, on the other hand, 28.1 crore of people are fully vaccinated, which means they have received 2 vaccinations. From a percentage perspective, 75% of China's population are fully vaccinated, and only 21% of Indian population is fully vaccinated. American population is 58%, Japan population is 67%, Germany's population is 66%, Russia is almost as bad as we are, 33%, France is 68%, UK is 67%, Italy is 70%, Spain is 79%. The fact is, the rest of the population, if you look at percentage wise, we stand nowhere compared to the other developing countries. You see, we stand nowhere. We are still at 21%. What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? We are celebrating 100 crore of vaccination for a country that needs 260 crores to save its people. Are we celebrating 100 crores of vaccination? Are we happy with 100 crores of vaccination? What are we celebrating? Are we celebrating the lakhs and lakhs of people who died? Most of them died gasping for air. You know why? Because they couldn't get oxygen. They couldn't get a bed. We are celebrating that. What are we celebrating? We are celebrating those thousands of bodies that were floating in Ganges, or are we celebrating those melting furnaces, melting chimneys of furnaces? Are we celebrating that? What are we celebrating? Are we celebrating crores of jobs that are lost, or are we celebrating lakhs of businesses that were made to close down? What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? You see, to conclude, and the reason I wanted to talk about this, we Indians, we are a bunch of nice guys. We are a bunch of nice guys, actually. Because small things can make us happy, and small things like kids. When you break another toy, or when you are hungry, you show us something else, and we forget our hunger and we start playing with that new toy. It's something like that. How easily we forgot the pain of all those people who have lost their loved ones. I have lost some in this COVID, and I know some of them could have been saved. So we get easily enamored by small things, and we look for an opportunity to celebrate, and we forget what happened to us. And that's something that I think as a nation we should not. That's point number one. Point number two, you see, a prime minister, a minister, they are there to serve this nation and this people of this nation and the people of this nation. They're there to serve us. As Vinod Duaji normally calls it, they are Pradhan Sevak. The Prime Minister of India, he himself said that he is Pradhan Sevak. He is there to serve. They are our service provider. You see, no service provider can give us anything free. No service provider is a monarch or a king or a owner or a Seth who will come. Jaise, these Seths, in Hindi film, old Hindi film, they would give, to outside, they would give saris to the beggars. No prime minister is a Seth that can dole out free vaccine for us. If he is giving us the vaccine, it is with our money that the vaccine has been given to us. He is allocated that fund. He is allocated that resource, and any prime minister would have allocated that resource after what happened in the second wave. Most of the administrative staff, the politicians didn't have a choice. The government didn't have a choice but to allocate every possible resource for the vaccination. The vaccination we got is because we are a country that had enough infrastructure that could manufacture vaccination not only for ourselves but for the entire world. I am surprised why it took us so long to administer 100 crores of vaccination. I am not going to celebrate. I am still surprised as to why it took us so much time to administer 100 crores of vaccination, where we were the best in the country. You see, if we have to be a country that is prosperous, if we have to ensure that there is food on the table for every Indian, if we have to be a prosperous country, if we have to ensure that our youth gets job, we have to ask for more. We should know what we deserve, what we discern. We should know that we deserve more. We are a hard-working nation. We are an intelligent bunch of people. We have not only made our mark in our country, we have made our mark across the globe. That is because we are intelligent. We are hard-working people. And this hard-working nation requires much better health facility, much better infrastructure, much better governance, which includes saving our lives before it is lost, and not saving when we almost, each of us has somebody to mourn, somebody we lost to this pandemic. And that's the point of view. I had to say this, and that's precisely why I came and I thought I'll do this podcast. I hope you liked my podcast. I'm not good at this, but all the same, I wanted to express what I wanted to express, which I did. Till I see you next time, and hopefully in a video format. Namaskar. Have a nice weekend.